prophecy of no flesh left. Just like the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. The days of Noah were so violent that if the Lord did not put an end to the wrath, there would be no righteous left to be saved. And this is seen in the Bible prophecy. In Genesis chapter 6, verse 13, it talks about this. It says, "And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth." So we see here the reason why God brought a flood upon the earth was because the earth was filled with violence through them. Anybody teaching contrary to this are false teachers. The violence will be so prevalent in the end times and so violent that if the Lord does not put an end to it, they would end up destroying his remnant left in the wilderness at Petra. There would be no righteous left of the flesh. Matthew 24 verse 22 says, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." And who is the elect of God? It is the Jewish remnant that Exodus is out with the Gentile remnant into the wilderness. The 144,000 plus the Gentiles. This is the elect of God. And because of the elect of God is being surrounded by the violence of the earth, the Lord shortens those days. And this is seen in the book of Revelation chapter 17 verse 6, that they're drunk with the blood of the saints, killing the church. "And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration." And this is why the Lord, as they surround the encamp of the elect, that the Lord shortens those days. And it'll be violent. Violence will fill the earth. And this is to make no mistake, there will be no peace on the earth. It will be filled with violence, just like the days of Noah. Matthew 24 verse 37 says, "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." They continue to carry on in their ways. They don't think there's going to be a consequence for their action. But when the flood came, it took them away. And this is the same thing occurs on Christ's return. The wicked are the ones taken away and killed. As Christ descends, he sends out the angels. It's the wicked who are taken first, and they're killed and put into the winepress. Matthew chapter 13 verse 30 says, "Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of the harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn." So we see here that it is the tares who are gathered first. The wicked are gathered first to slay them. And on Christ's return, they are so violent, filled with violence on the earth, that they believe that they, through their violence, are going to be able to overthrow Christ coming into the earth, and they continue to make an effort to make war with him. Revelation chapter 19, verse 19 and 21 says, "And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceedeth out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh." Yes, they will be taken and put into the winepress. And this is the reason why, that for the elect's sake, he puts a shortening to those days. Because if he doesn't come, they'll overcome the camp, take over the camp, and kill everybody else in the camp. They'll kill all the Christians. There will be no remnant left. There will be no more elect left to be saved. And this is what they do. This is why they go to make war with him on his return. They are continually being violent, just like the days of Noah. They'll continue to propagate this violence even to the point of trying to fight against him. And this is exactly what was prophesied in John. The kingdom was trying to be taken by force. And this is what was foreshadowed in the prophet John. In the book of Matthew chapter 11 verse 12 it says, "And from the days of John the Baptist until now the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force." And what did they try to do to John? They tried to behead John and kill John and take over John. Right? They try to take over the kingdom of God by force. And this is exactly what they do. They do this because they cannot subdue the kingdom of God. They will not subdue the kingdom of God. They will bend their knee to the King of Kings, or they will be killed. This is clear. This is what the prophecy teaches. And because of that, they're going to execute violence all the way to the point of the end where Christ comes. And this is the reason why the prophecy says this. That blood river will flow. They'll try to fight against Christ. They will be reaped because their violence has filled the earth to the point that if Christ doesn't return and put a stop to them, that there will be no flesh left. And this is the prophecy of no flesh left.